Hello everyone, this is Dapuzü from Trinity School. Today's lesson is for Class 6, English 1, Volume 2. And the lesson is The Match by Sowmya Rajendran. I'm sure you all love stories. When I was a kid, I loved listening to stories. Stories told by elders, and I'm never bored listening to them. Well, this lesson is very interesting. And this lesson is about a cricket match. Alright, firstly, have you ever played cricket? Well, cricket is a bat and ball game played between two teams. 11 players each on a field which has a rectangular 22-yard long pitch in the center. The purpose of the game is to score more runs than your opposing team. In this story, these are the characters: Manish, Priya, Aman, Kirti, Pickpocket, and the Old Man, who is a famous sports journalist. The story goes like this. Enter Manish and Priya. Manish and Priya were so happy that they could convince their parents to let them come for the cricket match with their friends. They went to the stadium after a while. "There they are," said Manish, pointing at Aman and Kirti coming slowly, pushing their way through a crowd. Kirti brought colorful posters and pom-poms for everyone. Aman brought popcorn while Kirti brought yummy and tasty homemade cookies in her bag. It was a wonderful day, and the dewdrops on the field was glimmering in the morning light. The cricket stadium was filled with excited fans and not a single seat was empty. Now, they took their seats and Priya distributed the pom-poms and posters. Then she gave them quick instructions. Pom-poms for 6s and 4s, posters for 15 minutes to go, interrupted Kirti, biting her nails in nervousness, and said, "I hope we win, I hope we win." Soon there was a silence in the stadium as the two captains quickly shone up towards the pitch. A very loud roar filled the stadium as India won the toss. As soon as the announcement was made, "Yeah, we're batting first," yelled Kirti, punching the air in delight. Now the opening batsmen came to the pitch and raised their bats to the crowd. The crowd cheered wildly. "I hope I appear on TV," said Aman, adjusting his hair before putting his cape on. "Hey, look! That camera guy is focusing on us. Cheer loudly, all of you." All four of them got up to their feet holding up their postures, screaming as the cameraman focused on them. When the game began, batsmen missed the first delivery, and a collective groan of disappointment came from the crowd. Within a few minutes, the mood changed as the next ball hit for a huge 6 and suddenly everyone was on their feet cheering and waving. Priya smiled widely with happiness as she was waving her pom-pom wildly. Again, the next ball smashed to the boundary for a stylish 4 runs. The rest of the over was thrilling. One more 6 and 2 4s. Bowler changed. When Kirti saw the name of the bowler on the giant screen in front of them, she said, "This guy is really fast. He is famous for his bounces." The bowler shook his head as if to clear it of all distracting thoughts and looked straight to the batsman. Everyone remained silent as the bowler came running to throw the ball. Twat! The ball swiftly passed the batsman and hit the wicket. "Clean ball!" And a huge giant screen replayed the ball over and over again. "It's okay, guys," said Priya. "All part of the game. Here, try these cookies I made." The new batsman jogged up to the pitch. The crowd cheered, but half-heartedly this time. Crowd lost hope and thought bad luck struck on them. The crowd became restless and they wanted to see some more actions taking place. Suddenly, Manish gently touched with his one elbow to Priya in order to attract her attention and said, "Look at that man. Doesn't he look suspicious? I've been watching him looking around slyly. I think he's a pickpocket," whispered Manish. Priya followed his gaze. She saw the man. The man had a red cap pulled over his forehead, so only a part of his face is visible. As she saw that man, Manish was right. He looked very shady. "Watch his hands and his eyes," said Manish. They saw him standing next to an old man who was involved in the match. As Priya and Manish watched in horror, his hand slowly moved towards the old man's pocket and pulled out the wallet, all in a few seconds. "Hey!" yelled Priya, pointing to the man. "Pickpocket! Pickpocket!" But nobody heard her, as the batsman just hit a 4 after a long gap, and the crowd was cheering loudly once again. Priya and Manish pushed their way through the crowd. By the time they reached the old man, the man with the red cap had disappeared. "Uncle, check your pocket," said Priya breathlessly. "We saw a man taking a wallet." The old man smiled indulgently, thinking the children are playing a prank on him. But they were right. His wallet was really gone. He quickly patted on the other pockets to check, but to no avail. His wallet was already gone. "He was wearing a red cap," said Manish breathlessly, wishing they could have done more. The man shook his head in frustration. Now, how would he find a pickpocket in such a huge crowd? Manish and Priya walked back to their seats and told the others about the incident. "We'll keep an eye out for the red cap," they promised. The match was picking up speed. The batsmen had gained confidence at last and were starting to hit more boundaries and sixes. When the next ball bowled, the batsman took a few steps down the pitch and sent the ball flying. The crowd followed its long trajectory to see where it lands. Oops! It landed right in Aman's hands. Aman had been following the ball with his eagle eye. Aman delighted. I've got it, he screamed. His friends laughed and cheered too. Look! Red cap! Priya said suddenly. She pointed to the giant screen. The cameras were focused on them. She had spotted the man with the red cap sitting somewhere behind them. They turned around. There he was, just 2 rows away. All of them turned and started running towards him, even Aman. The crowd was confused. Where is Aman running with the ball? The pickpocket was completely taken by surprise. He had no time to react. Manish managed to catch a hold of his right hand while Kirti held on to his jacket as he tried to flee. Aman rushed to help Manish as Priya explained the situation to the curious onlookers. Seeing the commotion, a few security guards came towards them. Manish told them what he saw earlier and the man searched the pickpocket. They found at least 20 wallets hidden all over his body. They thanked the children and took the pickpocket away. The old man smiled broadly at them and asked, What are you kids doing for lunch? They looked at each other and shrugged. They have no plan as yet. Why don't you join me? He asked. I'll be meeting the team during lunch. The children can't believe their luck. They stared at the man open-mouthed. He grinned and gave them a card. Take this and show it to the security guard near the dressing room. He will let you in, he told them. Priya looked at the name on the card and recognized it. He is a famous sports journalist. She nodded, delighted. That was quite an adventure. Do you think the camera caught the whole thing? Asked Aman, taking off his cape and running his hand through his hair yet again. I'm sure they did, said Priya. Some famous director is going to make it a hero of his next film. Everyone laughed and they can't wait for the lunch. Okay, so children, that's the end of the lesson. Stay home, stay safe, take care.